Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 6. Last episode, we cleared out the scribane dealers that were hiding in Darman and did a couple other random small things. This episode, well, we're gonna head north up into Blosk and try and deal with the food hoarders. Here's hoping it doesn't go horribly. You are on the outskirts of the ruins of Blosk. Once the largest farming community in the Great Cave, it was destroyed in the time of Shades. It is still mostly in ruins. However, that doesn't mean that it is empty. You can see the smoke rising from cooking fires within. Several gaps in the outer walls have been patched, leaving the main gate as the only way in and out. Without permission of whatever clan is settled here, you will have a very bad time getting in. Well, let's take a look around the outside here. Can't go in that way. They've blockaded it off. Interesting. As you approach the front gates of the Blosk ruins, several people get up to intercept you. They're rough types with mismatched armor and old but sharp weapons. These look nothing like the easily cowed farmers you were promised. These are rough types, the sorts that could easily get by in the abyss. Who knows, maybe that's where they are from. Unbelievably, their leader, a huge Nephar, steps forward to block your path. You are going to the gates? To Blosk? You pay a toll. Pay now. The ruffians behind him look deadly serious. You are threatening a soldier of Avernum? Are you mad? The Nephar shakes his head. Mad? No, not mad. This is just our road, and we take our tolls. Surely you pity us poor people of the road? It's a weak joke, and none of the thugs behind him smile. We only want a little thing, and you are on your way. Step aside, or you will have a fight on your hands. The Nephar nods. I thought we might have to fight, though we might trick you. A small chance, but maybe worth it. He waves a hand, and the brigands advance upon you, which is no doubt what they planned all along. Okay then. Well, we can kill him. He seems a bit strong, but the other brigands don't. As you can see. Hell, one of them is even terrified. And about to run. Or trying to run. There goes that one. And there we go. Well, that was easy enough. Also, I apologize if I sound really bad. I've been kind of recovering from an illness of sorts for a while here. It's why I've been sounding so stuffed, and the editing has been awkward. If I could have, I wouldn't have actually come in, but really, I'm so far behind on my backlogs that I have to record even when sick, or I'd end up missing a few days. And I ain't missing days. Anyway. You look through the window and see a Slith sitting on an old, splintery wooden chair. His feet are up on the table, and his two-tined spear leans against a nearby wall. He looks at you insolently. Ah, soldiers. This is private land, clan land. I am Solak, and I say no rations or rest for you here. Darman is to south. Go there. What clan is here? Is the Land of Firebrand clan. Yes, that is right. Private now, claimed by us. You stay out. I was just attacked by brigands outside your gates. Ah, and you lived. Is fortunate for you. But I know nothing about it. Only shows how dangerous the road is. How you should return to your base, yes? I want to come inside. I said I made very clear. You are not coming in. Starman is south. Go there. He turns away and makes a very convincing show of ignoring you. Ahem, I have been sent from the castle to deal with hoarders. Let me in or deal with worse. Solak turns to you. He tilts his head to one side, thinking. Yes. He nods. Your announcement doesn't surprise him. The castle, you say? We would not want to anger the castle. I will have gate open for you. Come in. Come see Mangan. Mangan is north. Yes, he will want to see you personally. Wait for me. Solak gets up and walks off. Soon after that, the gate starts to slowly open. You wait several minutes for Solak to return, but he doesn't. By now, all of Blosk must know of your arrival. You step inside the ruins of Blosk. In these dark times of turmoil, one clan settled in the rubble, patched up the holes in the walls, and attempted to outlast the storm. You can see the members of this small tribe working to the north. They are patching up walls, carrying around supplies, and tending to a few small fruit trees. They're an insular lot. They look at you with nothing but fear and mistrust. And they're a sickly bunch, too. To a man, they are thin and tired-looking. The tale of greedy villagers sitting on a huge hoard of food is obviously untrue. They are as hungry as everyone else. Also, I noticed you leveled up. 10 points. Your strength is as high as I'm making it right now. Might improve your dexterity later, but I'm probably going to focus on other military skills. This is one of the members of the Firebrand clan. You try to strike up a conversation, perhaps something regarding the matter of a huge hidden cache of food. The clan member is clearly terrified of you. Please, talk to our leader, Duffy, in the southwest building. That is all the information you can get. A young farmer runs up to you. Her clothes are torn and stained with green streaks, and she holds a crude hoe over her shoulder. She has been working hard to salvage her ruined crops, but there's no hope for them now. Wait! Be careful, don't step on the mushrooms, and leave the fruit alone. It's ours. You calm her down a little and assure her that you aren't trying to steal her food. Sorry, soldier, it has not been a good time. I am Quetzal Firebrand. I welcome you to Blosk. Tell me about your crops. She looks around at her sickly field and shakes her head. You know, we really thought we could make it. We thought we could quarantine a small field in here and shut out the blight. And it worked for months. But the blight got in. It always does. We grew a lot before it struck, but then... She wipes her eyes with her sleeve. We have so little left now. How did the blight get in? No idea. Honestly, none at all. My guess is that a spore drifted in over the wall. There's no wind in Avernum, but there are drafts. She starts quivering with anger. One little speck of mushroom and our future dies. She stomps at a blighted mushroom with her foot. And what happened to the food that you grew? She looks around nervously, wanting to see who might be listening. She seems especially worried about the northern building. Finally, she says, We don't have it anymore. She doesn't say anything else about it. And what do you eat now? We have a few miserable fruit trees. We catch lizards. She casts a vicious look at the northern buildings. And we take what scraps we are given. You ask her to explain, but she becomes very quiet. Quetzal Firebrand continues to work her crops as she speaks with you, though it's a pretty futile effort. Most farmers try to save their fields for a few weeks before they give up. Quetzal hasn't succumbed to despair. Yet. I'd like to know more about your clan. She looks down at the ground. We are the Firebrand clan. We have been in Avernum since the early days, and... Yes? You should speak with Duffy. She points at the buildings to the south. He is clan leader now. He would want to meet with you. I'm supposed to be careful what I say to outsiders. Sorry. I was attacked by brigands outside Blosk. She looks ill. We heard, and we peered out the windows. We saw what you did. My clan has nothing to do with them. Please, before you attack anyone, please talk to our clan leader. She points at the buildings in the southwest corner of town. I am here because of accusations of food hoarding. Know anything about that? She shakes her head. I only try to raise mushrooms. I don't know what happens to them after that. Seems unlikely. She points at the buildings to the south. You should talk to Duffy. He is clan leader. He would want me to send you to him. That's all for now, thanks. Something is going on here. Also? Aha! There it is. Grey mold. Huh. Okay. Ah, there it is. Huh. I wonder what's in there. We'll take a look later. And we're going to take a look. We're going to meet those people later. Oh, hello, rats. You came out of nowhere. And they're dead. Easy enough. Hold on. There we go. Much better. You get a closer look at the open clearing in the center of town. Once there was a small but successful patch of farmland here. Gravel mixed with a tiny bit of soil was laboriously hauled in here. Crops grew well on the mixture. But then the blight came. The field of mushrooms hasn't been afflicted as long as the farms outside have, but they are still entirely spoiled. That is very unfortunate. I'll leave it. Can we? I'll take it. It's food that fell on the ground. I think we can take that. That appears to be the way in. We'll not go in there yet. Energy potion. U-bow. Yes. Yes, please. That must be where we were told to go. This is what... Oh, no, we mentioned. Wait, let me look around this way. Nothing back here. More clan members. There is a pale old man, surely a native Ammonite, sitting at this table. He is doing nothing but basking in the warmth of the kitchen and sipping tea. When you approach, he motions for you to join him. Welcome to our humble home. I am Duffy Firebrand, head of our clan. A clan that has fallen on some very hard times, as you can see. After pouring you some lichen tea, he says, "You are warriors, here on a mission, yes? We have seen you spill blood outside. We hope you will at least speak briefly with us before your blades come out again. Tell me about your clan." He gives you an abbreviated version of a tale he has told many, many times. Our ancestors were a close-knit family from the back hills on the surface. 14 of us, from elders to children, rough people. They were not ones to bow and scrape to the local empire officials. So in the early days of Avernum, they were all sent into the underworld as an example to the other hillfolk. Where does the Firebrand name come from? The judge who banished them to exile, he said that our world has no more room for firebrands like you. So we took the name of Firebrand as a badge of pride ever since. Where has your clan lived? We have traveled much. In the early days, we lived in the northern tunnels. After the Empire invaded, we moved to the safety of the lands near Myrtis. In the time of Shades, we thought it safer to be near Formello. Then the Slith Horde came, so we moved here. We brought mushroom spores, untouched by the blight, with us. We thought to make a small safe haven for ourselves in this ruin. It was not to be. Will you ever return to the surface? Once we would have said that death was preferable. Now, though, the choice is rapidly becoming the surface or death, and I will not choose death for our children. We will return to the surface as soon as we can, and when we do, our clan ends forever. Ends forever? We will still be kin, we will always be kin, but we will abandon the Firebrand name. It was our underworld name, the name of rebels. On the surface we will be something else. Not worse, but different. Duffy Firebrand sits at the table and sips his tea. He is a quiet man, mainly allowing you to lead the conversation. As you talk, you can hear members of the clan just outside the room, struggling to hear what is said. How did you come to Blosk? We were fleeing the Slith Horde. Like so many others, we were abandoning the northern tunnels. I saw that to avoid the miserable refugee camps, we would have to run farther than all the others. Where were you going? I actually thought to flee to the abyss, but then we found Blosk. It had been left abandoned since it was destroyed in the time of Shades. People thought it haunted, I think. We had a surprisingly easy time moving in, patching up walls, making a small patch of mushrooms quarantined from the blight. It might have worked. I'm looking for a lost cache of supplies. Can you help me find it? He gets a wily look. I'm afraid the presence of so many brigands in my home is very distracting to me. Makes it hard to remember things. I was attacked by brigands outside Blosk. Are you responsible? He shakes his head vehemently. We are farmers, not murderers. Those were Mannion's men, not mine. I am here because of accusations of food hoarding. Know anything about that? He takes a deep breath and thinks. It is a difficult decision, whether to tell you what is happening or not. He decides that he has no choice but to trust you. He's probably right. I hope you do not abandon us, not after I say what I am about to. When Mannion learns I have shared this secret, it will go hard for us. Can you protect us? If you are innocent of wrongdoing, I will do what I can. He nods. Then he says, knowing several members of the clan are eavesdropping, Our situation is a hard one. I say we will take the chance. We of the Firebrand are not the only ones living in Blosk. There is a group of brigands, too, led by a man named Mannion. They have our food, and they force us to serve them. For whatever reason you are sent here, warrior, it's to the brigands you should talk to. How did the brigands come here? He shakes his head sadly. It is my fault. Once we had food, I feared it would invite attack. From thieves, from armed mobs. Mannion heard that we had food, and he came here. He and his men offered us protection in return for a share of our crops. I agreed. Like an old, naive, pathetic fool, I agreed. And then what happened? Nothing that will surprise you. Once Mannion and his thugs, more of them than I thought, were inside our walls, they took all our food. Not just a portion. They hand us the worst of it, moldy and foul, and keep the best. They have not killed any of us yet, or done other things. They use us to conceal their presence. They have us serve them. The Firebrand clan, proud rebels against the Empire, reduced to servants because of me. And they threatened to start killing us if we revealed their presence. So why are you telling me? Because you are here. The castle knows of food stores. Mannion's ruse will come to an end one way or another. You are our only hope that he can be stopped before he lashes out at us. Please help us. Stop Mannion and save my people from my horrible mistake. Where is Mannion? Mannion and all of his bandits live in the northern buildings. They let you into Blosk, so I'm sure he wants to see you. But I would expect a trap. He tried to murder you once. No doubt he will try again. Mannion is not wise. And where is all of the food? They took it to the tunnels under Blosk. But be wary. From what we have overheard, the bandits have an escape route in the tunnels. If you attack the bandits, they will probably try to flee and take the food with them. Once they try to get away, you will have to move very quickly to keep them from getting away. Oh, we'll do what we can. Anything we can. Looks like there's a hidden passage over there. Huh. Is there a switch over here? No. Oh well. Well, before we go in, let's take a look at what's down this trap door over here. Alright, let's take a peek, see what's down in here. If anything. Oh, hello, bats. This room is full of dust, mold, and guano. You immediately start to cough and choke. Nobody has been down here in years. Eventually, eyes watering, you recover enough to take a good look around. It's a supply cache. There are piles of bricks, boxes of iron, and shelves laden with tools. In a time of war, all these materials are quite valuable. Someone in Darman is sure to be very interested in this. Oh, I imagine. I think this is the cache we were told to keep an eye out for. Well, we found it. Anything in here we could use? Sell those. Sell those. And that we can use here. Alright then. Simple enough. Alright. Now to deal with the brigands. You stand at the entry to a fortress within a fortress. From inside, you can hear raucous singing and smell food cooking. You now know where all of Blosk's food has ended up. The clan doesn't have it anymore. The outer gate is open and the inner gate is closed. Mannion and his hoarders have set an obvious trap for you. They decide that they want to prevent your departure, they will be able to. But you are a warrior of Avernum. If Mannion insists on meeting you on his terms, so be it. In we go. You step boldly into the brigands' lair, confident that they can bring nothing to bear that would threaten a trained warrior of Avernum. The outer gate closes behind you. The inner gate opens. Then a gruff voice within says, "Mannion will see you now." Alright then. Valuable cloth. You are now alone in the middle of a band of brigands. They are all around you, a coarse, unwashed lot, but well fed. They have made good use of the products of Blosk's hard work. And yet, even though you are outnumbered and trapped, they are silent. Not a single word of mockery passes their lips. They're arrogant and a little drunk, but they are not foolish enough to want to challenge the army of Avernum. One of them points into the chamber to the southeast. "Mannion in there," he mutters. Then he corrects himself, adding loudly, "More Lord Mannion." As you pass, every bandit in here silently hopes that their leader doesn't get them into a battle. Probably will. And just in case... This man is obviously the leader of this little group of brigands. He sits back in an old, scratched-up wooden throne, probably salvaged from the ruins. His blade lies across his lap. He sits casually, a golden goblet of wine in his hand. He looks far better fed than the miserable clanfolk outside. He smiles, sips his wine, and says, "So, the day has finally come. A soldier of Avernum. The castle has finally noticed the little goings-on in our little corner. I am Mannion. Tell me, why have you come here?" "Some brigands attacked me outside Blosk. Know anything about it?" Mannion shrugs. This is a dangerous time. The Great Cave is full of thugs and scribane eaters. Can I be held responsible for everything that happens everywhere?" There is something about his smug half-smile that makes you instantly want to punch him. "Are you part of the clan that lives here?" He shakes his head. "Oh no, we are their protection. We are here to look after them. They are farmers, not warriors. We protect them from thugs and miscreants." He chuckles. The archers behind him are looking more nervous with every passing moment. "I am here because of accusations of food hoarding. All excess food must be surrendered to the castle." He nods. "This is what I expected. I knew this day would come. I only wanted to make sure that was why you were here. Yes, we have food. Lots of it. It is ours. We have every intention of keeping it. Why should we give it to you?" "It is not your food. It was stolen from the Firebrand clan." "What? You know that? Sniveling little weasel Duffy. I told him not to talk. Well, I can deal with him with that after." "Your food or not, you cannot sit on a massive trove of it while Avernite starve outside." "Oh, but you will find that I can. Your little ethical complaints don't bother us. Not at all. In this dark time, the ones who live are the ones who are strong enough to seize food and to hold it. Also, you have forgotten something." "What?" "You are trapped here with us." He stands up. His blade is now in his hand. "Avernum's army does not scare us. Avernum is done. Only the strong will survive now." Based on the expressions of the guards behind him, the army of Avernum still scares them very much. That doesn't stop them from aiming their arrows at you. "You are attacking soldiers of Avernum. You'll pay for this." "No, you will pay for your allegiance to a dying land. Today I am no longer Mannion. I am Warlord Mannion. My rebellion starts today. Behold the splendor of my beginning." He shouts a command, and brigands all around you spring into action. Combat it shall be! Wow. And Mannion is crumbling instantly. Mannion collapses to the ground. With his final moments of strength, he roars in anger. "No, it can't be! How could a mere soldier have defeated me? Come, warriors, avenge me! Descend and destroy this intruder! Mannion lives just long enough to realize that this is the opposite of what happens. The bandits are fleeing. You can hear gates and doors being thrown open and brigands shouting in panic, "Flee! Grab the food and flee!" You can hear them running downstairs. Their leader is gone, and soon they will be too, but if you don't hurry, they'll take the food with them. Well, let's kill these guys so we can stop that. Quickly. Okay, there goes that guy. Quickly, grab his stuff. Nimble sandals. And a golden goblet. I think we can sell those. Or you know what? You wear them. We don't need the boots. Let's just get over there. The shouting and scraping sounds echoing through the halls are growing stronger. The bandits downstairs are working as quickly as they can to gather food and supplies and haul them away. The only question is whether they are going to emerge in Blosk or have a tunnel down below they can use to leave the city by another route. Doesn't matter. We have to find them and get them. Quickly. Downstairs we go. Light, please. Thank you. Blosk was once a successful farming community and trading hub. The merchants far preferred doing their business here than in the wild town of Darman. They constructed a long series of storage bays under the city. Now Mannion's bandits are down here. You can hear them shouting in the shadows, gathering up the precious food and carrying it away. They must have an escape tunnel down here. If you want to save some of the precious food from these rogues, you will have to hurry and chase them down. I plan to do just that. This brigand was running and fighting with several small sacks of dried mushroom meal strapped to his back. As he falls, the meal falls to the ground. You leave it here. Soldiers will surely come out from Darman to collect it soon enough. And the more brigands you're able to catch, the more food you will recover. Kill them! That's a lot of meal. Most of the sacks in this pile are empty. The few that aren't are full of moldy mushroom meal left behind by the bandits. It's all worthless. Get in there and kill them. Oh dear. I see them over there. Damn it. I didn't get a chance to fire off an attack. I see those bandits running. No, wait, that guy came out to us. Come on. Ooh. That leads to nothing. May have been a hidden passage there, but we'll check later. Hey, energy regained. I'll check there later. No one in there. You reach the final storeroom under Blosk just in time to see a gate at the north end slam shut. There is a tunnel leading away to the north, obviously the bandits' escape route, but it's sealed now. A Slith Zerakai blocks your path. You recognize him from the front gate. It is Solak, his spear is in his hand, ready for use. Ass! The others flee. I am here. I am no coward. I will do what they could not. You are tired, warrior. You die and all your wealth is mine. As he speaks, a human warrior and a goblin step out of the shadows to join him. You can cut off the escape route, but there is one final obstacle before you can leave yourself. Sniper Prittington and Shaman Krasa. Kill the shaman. He hastened himself. It wasn't enough. Alright. Kill the slith. We got this. Okay then. We got him. What did they drop? Grounded boots. Useful. Blessed gauntlets. Useful. Deadeye cloak. Sure. And a couple swift spears. Is that all? I think so. And they even had some scrimming. Lovely. Another way out. Before we go, let's see what's a deer. Oh, I am so sorry about these sounds. What's in here? Oh! This old spellbook has been down here, forgotten for years. Mold has irreparably damaged most of the pages, but a few are still readable. You spent a few minutes browsing them, and your time is rewarded. You learn an incantation that calls allies from the ether to aid you. Your skill with the spellbinder summon increases. Yay! I feel like there is a hidden switch around. There it is. Hey, look at that. Nice loot. Alright, and what's up this ladder over here? Unfortunate that we couldn't get through. Not really anything here. Potion. Wisdom crystal, I take that back. And a fiery wand. Alright. I have good news for you, Duffy. Mannion and his bandits will trouble you no more. Duffy nods. I am very grateful. We all are. You have saved us. Well, saved us from the bandits, anyway. We will surrender to the castle anything it desires. We only ask to retain enough food to survive. I'm sure they will grant us that. Well, he'll probably get about 3/4 of that. What will you do now? We must wait. Avernum will sustain us no longer. We will hope that a route to the surface opens for us, and we will flee this land. Our home. It is unfortunate. I can understand. Save up for strength. And that's gonna be the end of this episode. Next episode, we'll report in on everything we've done, because this one's gone on long enough. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Tressok44. That is Ortas, Michael, Amar, and Rika. This has been an Avernum 6 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.